Hello creatives, welcome to the Design Tech Up YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how you can create a beautiful and an eye-catching body flyer with Pixellab on your smartphone. But before we dive into the video, if this is your first time you're watching from the Design Tech Up YouTube channel, please kindly click on the subscribe button and put on the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload new and amazing video. And as for the returning viewers, thank you, I really appreciate. So without wasting much of our time, let's dive into the video. So here, this is the interface of Pixellab. This is the interface of Pixellab. I'm using the Pixellab DG version. This Pixellab is really good. Like, it has thousands of fonts and other amazing features which really makes designing with it really easy. If you want to download this version of Pixellab, I have the video where you can get the version. I will include the link in the video description, and as well you can check the pinned comment in the comment box to download this version of Pixellab. So yeah, moving on, the first thing I'm going to be doing is importing the background which will be used in creating the flyer, which will be used in creating the body flyer. So yeah, I will move on to these three dots up here. Once I click on that, I'm going to be clicking on use image from gallery. So after clicking on use image from gallery, this will open up and I will have to browse to select the image. So yeah, I have some series of background here which I will be choosing one from. So yeah, this is Pinterest. I got some background from Pinterest, so I will be selecting this. If you want to know how you can get high quality and beautiful resources from Pinterest, I got you with a video which will explain in detail how you can use Pinterest in getting your design resources. So yeah, I will as well include a link in the video description and as well the comment box. So yeah, the next thing after importing the background like this is to resize. I'm going to be resizing this, so I will move on to size, then click on image size here. So the size which will be used, the background which is imported, the size is 1024 by 1280, but this is not the background I want to use for the design, so I will have to change this. The background is 4080 by 5001, so that is the background I want to use in creating this birthday flyer. So yeah, you can see the background has changed now. So this is smaller than the previous background. So yeah, after changing the background like this, the next thing which I will be doing is importing the celebrant image. So I will have to import the celebrant image from my gallery. So yeah, I have this under my photo room folder. So yeah, this is the celebrant. So yeah, this is the image of the celebrant. So the next is to increase the image a little bit, and we are going to be placing it at the center like this. So yeah, just like this. This is the image of the celebrant. So the next thing before we move further is to blend in the image. We are going to be blending in the image into the background. So how do we do that? Move to shape. Once you are on shape, you click on shapes. Then you increase the radius of the shape. Circle, you make it circle shape. Reduce the opacity. Reduce the opacity to 0. And move on to stroke with it. Increase it to the highest number, which I think is 24. Yeah, the highest number is 24, which is the stroke with it. Now reduce this circle, reduce it to its smaller size, make sure in between of the circle there is nothing like circle shape. Reduce it like this, then move on to blur radius. Increase the blur radius to its highest number, which is 24 or 25. So this is 25, so you increase it to its highest number, which is 25. So yeah, just like this. So we are going to be increasing this, placing it like this. We copy this. So we copy, so like that. So you copy and copy. So just like that. Please, while watching the video, don't forget to like and subscribe on the channel for more and more amazing videos like this. So yeah, after we've copied. So like this, I'm going to click up here, and we are going to be merging everything we've copied. All these are shadows. All these are fading black. So we're going to be merging everything together. So yeah, we select everything and merge it together. So everything will be merged together to become one like this. So we've merged everything together. So moving on now is changing the color of this. So I'll move on to color. Enable the color. The color we are going to be using for this is gradient color. So the selection of color, I've already selected the color. The selection of the color comes from the background. So we have something like yellow and we have something like orange. So this is the color. So that is about the selection of the color. So yeah, moving on, let's pin this to the screen and reduce the celebrant image a little bit. So moving on, you can see this is not, it is still not well blend into the background, and we want something beautiful, something well blend into the background. So yeah, I'm going to move to shape like this. Reduce this shape a little bit like this. I'm going to widen it to full the size like this. So something like this, and move on to gradient here. Instead of using color, we are going to be selecting the gradient. Then I will click on this plus icon. Click on this one. You click on the color icon here, and then drag this here. You drag it to the transparent place here and click on OK. Bring it here, bring this here. So just like this, we've created a hidden gradient. Now we move on to color here. You move on to color and select the color which we select earlier. This is the color. So something like this. So bring this down. If this is not covering well again, so you copy it, bring this like this. This time around, make sure this is under this. This is under. If you look here, if you look at this, there is something like a line. So we bring this down so that the one at the top will cover up for that. So yeah. So yeah, just like this, we've blend in the image into the background. That is the first thing we've learned in this video. So we've learned how to blend in image into background using the Pixellab app. So the next thing after the blending, we are going to bring in we are going to be writing some text. So yeah, some text is going to be coming up. So let's create something we created earlier. So yeah, you increase this as well. You increase this to 25. Yeah, let's just put this here. So yeah, we're going to be creating some text. So yeah, move on to test, new test, celebrating a new year. We'll move on to font to change the font for this. The font which will be used for this is Montsterat regular. So yeah, change this to black, make it color black, reduce the size of this, and then move on to style, italic. You give it italic style, and then increase the spacing of the text, and this will be placed at the center up here. Let's increase the spacing a little bit, and it will be placed at the center. So just like this, bring down the celebrant image a little bit. So like this, and moving on, we have to create another text which is just like a wish to the celebrant. So yeah, I'll click on text to create a new text. So yeah, so yeah, just like this. So yeah, we have the wish for the celebrant. Then we are going to move to font. Move to font to change the font for this. So yeah, the font for this is Montsterat regular. So yeah, and we're going to be reducing the size for this. Reduce the size, and change the color to black. Then we are going to be placing it at the left hand side of the design here. So this will be here. So yeah, this will be here. So moving next on the design, moving next on the design is creating the date. So yeah, we move on to date. The date is 3rd September. So we have to abbreviate to September 2024. And then we change the font. The font for this as well is Montsterat regular. Move on to bold. We make this bold. And then bring it to the right hand side of the celebrant here. So this will be here. We increase the size for this. And reduce this line spacing. The line spacing will be reduced. change the color for this to white. So yeah, just like this, we copy it, and we edit it for the day. So the day is Tuesday, and reduce the size for this. So yeah, we'll reduce the size for this and place it on the date, and this will be placed on top of the date. So yeah, this will be on top of the date here. So just like that. So moving next on the design, we are going to be creating some shapes. So yeah, something like this. Reduce the size, color white like this at the center here. Copy this at the center as well. So we change the color for the second one to red, and this is going to be on top of this. We have to take it to where it will be on top of the date here. So yeah, this will be facing down like this on top of the date. So yeah, this will be here. And it will be placed on top of the date, just like that. So yeah, moving next on the design is importing of some flowers. So we will have to import flowers. So yeah, all the resources used in this flyer design. The link to download them will be placed in the video description, so you can download them using the link in the video description. So yeah, this will be here. I'll copy this, and this will be here. And this will be here. So moving on is the creation of the name of the celebrant, and as well other text. So we'll move on to text to create another text. So we have the name of the celebrant, which is color D. So yeah, move on to font to change the font. The name of all font used in this video will as well be in the video description, so you can download the font as well. So you change the color of this and increase the size. So just like this. So the name will be here. So yeah, we have the name here, and we are going to be creating another text. Moving on to font, we change the font. The font used for this is Abu Dhabi. So we move on to font and move on to style to make it bold. make this text bold. Increase the size, and then we are going to be placing it on top of this. Move on to alignment to make it, to put this at the center alignment, and reduce the spacing between the text, the line spacing. We'll move on to color to change the color. So yeah, you can see all the colors I'm using, they are basically selected from the background we are using. So yeah, just like this. I'll move on to shadow to give it some shadows. So you move on to blur radius, reduce the blur radius a little bit. I think 5 is okay. We'll move on to offset X. Increase this a little bit, just a little bit. 5 is okay as well. And offset Y as well. So let's increase the size for this a little bit. So like this, we are going to be placing it on top of the celebrant name like that. So just like this, and then another text. So let's copy the text up here. Celebrating a new year. We'll copy this. So this will be creative designer and YouTuber. So yeah, I'll move on to line spacing to reduce the line spacing a little bit. And then place this will be the color change to white, and placed beneath the name of the celebrant here. So yeah, this will be placed beneath the celebrant name here. I believe we've done everything as pertaining to design. So yeah, this is just how you can create a beautiful birthday flyer using the Pixellab app. So moving on, I'm going to be showing you how you can enhance, how you can retouch the design to make everything look beautiful, to look like the design, to make it glow, to make it beautiful. So I'm going to be showing you that. While watching the video, please don't forget to like, so that the algorithm can push the video to more interested viewers. So yeah, let's save this. So you click on the save button here, save as, and then you select this PNG, change this to ultra, and then click on save to gallery. And by saving your design like this, it makes you have an high standard resolution. So the app we are going to be using for the enhancement, the retouching of the design is the Snapseed app. I believe most of us graphics designers, except you are a beginner, we are familiar with this app. Retouching with it is quite easy, nothing really much. So yeah, this is the first interview you're going to be having once you open the Snapseed app. So to select any image, you just have to click on anywhere on the screen. So yeah, tap on anywhere on the screen to select any photo. So this is our design, which is just saved. So you import the design. So after importing the design like this, click on tools. You click on tools. Once you click on tools, this is going to pop up. These are the menus on Snapseed, some few features you can use on Snapseed. So once you click on tools, it's going to pop up. So you select on details. Increase the structure. To increase this, just long tap, place your hand on the screen and slide to the front. So you can see that. Click on the screen, place your hand on the screen and slide up. So yeah, we've changed to sharpening, increase the sharpening as well. So yeah, just like this, and click on the check mark icon here. So you can see the difference between the old and this is the previous design, this is the new. So after that, you click on tools again, click on tune image this time around, then place your hand on the screen, slide to the top, which is saturation. Increase the saturation a little bit, don't make it too much, don't make the saturation too much. Increase the put on your hand on the screen and slide on to ambience, increase it a little bit as well. Slide up as well for highlight, increase this as well. Slide up to warmth, reduce this a little bit. Warmth, depending on how you want it, but I prefer reducing the warmth. So yeah, just like this. So yeah, you can see the difference between the old and the new design. So you export, click on the export icon here and you export. So just like this is in this video I've showed you how you can blur, how you can blend image into the background. You've learned how to blend image into the background using the Pixellab app. You've learned how you can create a birthday flyer and how you can enhance your design using the Snapseed app. Please, if you find this video, I believe you find this video helpful. The only way you can appreciate and support the growth of this channel is by liking and subscribing on the YouTube channel. And as well, don't forget all the links I mentioned. If you want to get a Pixellab DG version, the link to download is in the video description. To download the resources, the link is in the video description. And if you want to know how you can use the Pinterest app in getting resources for your design, the link as well is in the video description. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.